So living in an impoverished area in Puerto Princesa, Palawan, Philippines, for almost 3 weeks, I have a few tips for you that may help you if you want to do the same thing anywhere in the Philippines or maybe even a different country. The first thing you should do is obviously find housing, but it's important to ask some locals first, locals that are not involved in the housing market. Through conversation, you can find out within a local area, how much does it cost to live here? How much do you pay a month? What does this even cost? Ask 2 or 3 people, and this may take an hour of talking to a few locals because you don't just want to ask and walk away. Usually you have a little bit of a friendship that you build in a very short period of time, but ask to figure out what it costs to live in the area. Once you know that, you know roughly the ballpark that you want to pay. Then when you find the house, you know roughly how much it's going to cost, and you will avoid being ripped off substantially. Try to find a house or a room or some place to live that's local, meaning you don't want to live in a pension house that separates yourself from the local people, because sometimes they find out where you live. They follow you home, they see you leave the house, and if they see that you're living in a beautiful, beautiful home, they know that you have money. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing that they know that, it's just it'll be harder for you to connect with someone knowing that, hey, this guy has all sorts of money, let's be nice and try to get his money, versus, hey, this guy's poor, he has nothing, let's just be his friend. Try to live like a local. If you really want to experience the culture in one of these areas, live like a local. Yes, you're going to have to sacrifice your beautiful bathroom, your beautiful house, your beautiful everything, but it'll all be worth it in the end. So after you find a place, explore. Go out and simply walk down almost every avenue, every path, every nook and cranny you can find. What this does is people see you. People are aware that you are here. Most of the time on day one, they're going to think, just a traveler, and you're probably going to get hit up for some money, meaning, oh, buy me food or give me money, and you can just say, no, not now, whatever you want. That's you. Never, never, never give money. That's another tip later. But if you want to buy food, that's great. But the goal of this is just to let people see your face, as many people as possible. Then, on day 2, you're going to do the same thing. Go down every avenue one more time, and if people ask what you're doing, just say, oh yeah, I live here. I'll live here for a couple weeks. And people will, really, you live here? Yeah, I live over this way. And it's okay if people know where you live. In fact, I encourage it if you're not living in a pension house or a beautiful hotel. If you're living there, if you chose to go down that route, I prefer that you do not, because people see you as dollar signs. But if people know you live in the same house that they live, they're quite surprised, and you become an equal. At least that was my perspective. So just show your face, walk around, and let people know that, this guy's here again. And then people are more curious. Oh, you're back. Why are you here? And then literally you just tell 5 people, and the whole village will know in like a day because everybody knows everybody and everybody talks about it. Everybody talks about you because you are the foreigner of the day, the foreigner of 2 days. So within literally 2-3 days, the world is going to know you live here. When you're out traveling, literally, if you have money, keep it all in your room and never take more than 500 pesos with you. 500 pesos is quite a bit. There's many families who earn half of that in one day. So that's an all day's work. So keep in mind, 500 pesos, that's $10 US, that's quite a bit of money. Keep everything that you have either in the bank or in your room. If it's in your room, put it in a place that nobody's going to look. Get creative. Don't keep it in your bags because that's the first place people look. So never give money. You are going to have people who are asking you for money. Children will run up to you. Sometimes adults will run up to you and ask you for money. Never once will I give money. Never. I won't. But if they're hungry, which is gutom in Tagalog. If you're coming to the Philippines, Tagalog is the local language. Gutom is hunger. Are you hungry? Just say gutom, and if they say yes, then okay, buy you food. Sometimes I've ran into the scenario where they're like, oh, give me money, I'm so hungry. This is what they're telling me, because some people do speak English. And then you're like, yeah, come, and I'll buy you this meal. And then they sort of hesitate, and turns out they don't want food because they just ate a huge meal. They're not interested in your food, they just want money. You can buy them small food. It doesn't necessarily have to be ginormous meals. You can find small little things for 5 pesos, 10 cents, and many times they literally appreciate it. And when you do that, people talk. Children go back to their parents and say, oh my gosh, the foreigner bought me this, and they're very happy. Just be friendly, be legitimately friendly. I'm not saying be fake and do these step by step. What I want you to do is enjoy the time that you spend here and be friendly. If people are hungry, help them out a little bit. Kindness goes a long way. When you do it openly in public, everybody's always looking at you. You may not know, but you may not see it, but they are. And people see your kindness, and people realize that you are here on good terms and not bad, sinister terms. So yeah, be friendly every once in a while. I can't think of a day that I did not buy food for someone. Always smile, and this is, if you're having a bad day, stay inside, because many people don't understand English if that's your native tongue. And when you walk around and you look depressed or look upset, people don't know how to ask you questions, so they kind of avoid you. But all they do is see this mysterious man walking, and he looks dangerous, he looks angry, like, stay away, ooh, this guy is scary. And yeah, I mean, the same thing if someone came to your neighborhood back home and they looked scary and they spoke a different language, you'd hesitate, you know? So it's very important to smile, be happy all the time, smile, because they don't understand English sometimes, but they do understand body language. So there's times where you'd walk from here to there and your cheeks will hurt because you're smiling. Most people are so friendly anyway, so you have to smile back. But yeah, just always smile. It is very important. Accept friendships. Friendships will come in many shapes and sizes. I mean, some of my friends, there's a little guy, he's like this big, comes up to my hip, and he always holds onto my leg and he follows me everywhere. He's just, I don't even know the kid's name, but he doesn't even know English. But he sure likes me, and he stays really close to me wherever I go. And then I have friends everywhere in between, and even elderly people who I've helped out and just sat and talked for 2 hours. Enough English, they have enough English to communicate. By the way, side note, if you have a phone, download the app Google Translate, because it'll help you communicate if there's not enough English known by them and you don't know the local language. Google Translate, you don't even have to have internet access. Just download the package, it'll convert everything, and you can communicate with your phone. It's pretty cool. So accept friends in all age groups. It's not taboo here to have children friends, which is sort of strange back home. Be friendly, but I will say stay away from the ones who are constantly drinking. These are the sketchy people. Sometimes, yes, they're very friendly, but things can turn sour pretty quick. And once people are drunk, they always want you to buy. They're very pushy on you buying more beer for them, more alcohol for them, and it gets weird. So be cautious with the alcoholics, but everybody else seems to be okay. And that really is it. Just enjoy. I mean, if you're there for a week, if you're there for a month, awesome. Own it. I mean, enjoy it. I think most foreigners who come to a local area are not interested in this avenue, so my guess is not too many people are watching this video because not too many people want to live in this environment and explore this environment like myself. So I think I'm the black sheep, I'm the odd one out, because people come and see the beauty in the mountains and the beautiful clear water, and I'm just like, yeah, that's cool, but I want to experience culture. So that's why I came here. So if you're interested in experiencing culture like myself, these were the tips that I think I can say were the most important for me living here. Other than that, I mean, literally enjoy it. It was very rewarding, very fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And remember, time is running out. Start living. Take care.